We're back with the Barbras from Hastings and Pleadwell. Could you tell us some of the challenges that occurred during the time of coming together and meshing your two companies into one strong PR firm?
I would say that probably the biggest challenge for us was sorting out exactly what kind of company we were going to be. And that process of figuring out what kind of clients that we wanted to attract really gelled between the two personalities. And then, of course, going from working out of our homes for several years to then, making the big leap into office space. Like any small business, we struggled with financing and figuring that part of it out. And luckily, with some mentorship from other women in business, we were able to overcome that obstacle. And then finally, another challenge would probably be getting over the hump of deciding to hire our first employee and dealing with all of the complications that come along with that. Both of us have academic and life experiences in communication as a journalist and as a freelance writer. Neither of us can boast a business degree, so we learned those skills basically through trial and error. I think that we came to the table with some really good common sense, but we still had to go through a period of time where we had to figure that part of making a living out, was how to run an efficient and money-making business.
And I think that on a personal level, first of all, when we went into business together, we basically had a pact that the friendship would outlive the partnership. So if anything challenged that friendship, we would dissolve the partnership. And I think in the beginning, I was still viewed by Beth, in a more of a mentorship teacher role. And over the years, that had to adjust, and there were a couple times that adjustment was hard. But we moved to an more equal partnership, and probably she's surpassing me now, but I don't like to admit that.
Wait, was the adjustment was hard for you, or was hard for Beth?
I think it was probably hard for both of us, but I would say it was harder for her. I think that you look to somebody who's been your teacher, and now you think your idea is better than theirs, but you try to. How do you do that? How do you say that? And you chafe against it, and so I think I remember one kind of hair down, drag out fight that we had over a glass of wine that I think was very clearing. And, I said, I don't have all the answers. Step up, hey. And we broke through that. And I think for the better. That was quite some time ago.
I think that you folks are both great communicators. For you, Barbara, how was it, for the longest time, like you said, you were the teacher, you were the mentor. But now you can't necessarily see that way, but more as a partner on equal ground. What change did you have to make to be able to communicate and accept that, you folks are on equal level?
Change that I have learned is more I am learning. I am trying to learn, not to try to tell her what to do all the time, but I'm that way probably with everyone. So, but she is a strong enough personality that she can push back if I step a little too far in telling her what to do. But now I feel she tells me what to do all the time.
Was there the age difference between you two? Did that cause any issues, or was that actually a benefit? How did you folks deal with that?
Well, I would say that really the generation differences between us and even in our firm totally is completely diverse when it comes to age. And that really goes to work for our accounts, because you have the sage advisor and you have the young enthusiasm, and somewhere in the middle you get a product that speaks to everyone, or a communication tool that everyone can relate to. So we have always seen that as a very strong benefit to our business.
Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more on Greater Good Radio.